From the Cruise Radio studio in Jacksonville, Florida, this is Cruise Radio News with Doug Parker.
Here's your mid-morning cruise news briefs for Wednesday, May 26, 2021. On Wednesday morning, Norwegian Cruise Line announced they'd be redeploying 8 ships in 2020. 7 of those will be based here in the U.S. Norwegian Joy will be sailing from Miami on October 19th. Norwegian Breakaway will be sailing from New York City on October 24th. Pride of America from Honolulu on November 6th. Norwegian Bliss from Los Angeles on November 7th. Norwegian Encore from Miami on November 14th. Norwegian Escape from Port Canaveral on November 20th, and Norwegian Pearl from Port Miami on December 23rd. Earlier this week, Norwegian Cruise Line announced that Norwegian Bliss would also be sailing Alaska starting on August 7th. Outside of the States, Norwegian Jewel will sail from Panama, Sun from Asia, and Spirit from Down Under. These U.S. sailings are contingent on obtaining a conditional sailing certificate from the CDC. And Carnival Cruise Line has sent a letter to guests who are sailing Alaska in the 2021 season. The new Have Fun, Be Safe protocols detail what guests can expect on board. Guests will need to provide proof of vaccination at embarkation or be denied boarding. All guests, including children who are age eligible for the vaccines, will need to show proof of vaccination. This means that guests who are not vaccinated, including children who are not yet eligible for a vaccine, will not be permitted to sail. As of now, face masks will be required on board, but that is subject to change. And if a guest is diagnosed with COVID-19 during the cruise, they will need to be placed in isolation until they are recovered. And if the ship meets a certain threshold for a COVID-19 illness, the cruise could be canceled at any point and returned to Seattle. More details on this policy can be found at cruiseradio.net. And lastly, Puerto Rico has announced that fully vaccinated American travelers no longer have to present a negative PCR test to visit. However, international arrivals and those who are unvaccinated will still need to provide a negative antigen test. Other changes for the U.S. territory include increased capacities for businesses and the removal of mask requirements for vaccinated people at parks and beaches. And cruise line stocks were up on Wednesday morning. Carnival Corporation 29.18 up 2.1%, Royal up 3%, 91.66, and Norwegian up 2.1 to 31.78. Breaking news and up to the minute industry coverage at cruiseradio.net. I'm Doug Parker with Cruise Radio News.
The proceeding was a production of Cruise Radio. For more accurate and dependable updates, subscribe to our YouTube channel or visit cruiseradio.net.